Okay, there goes Zander. He is on his way to jumpstart training. He is representing Team USA, you guys. Oh, he's trying to get in there. Happy Friday, everybody. I have not been on here all day and it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm not even quite sure where to start, but it was a busy one as always. I feel like I say that every day. We've got some cloudy weather here and rainy. It sounds like it's gonna rain a little bit this evening, which you guys know I love my storms. So let's see where to begin. The kids just had school and I was just kind of running errands with my littles and taking a lot of phone calls, doing a lot of emailing. I had been working on something called YNAB, and it's You Need a Budget, YNAB. I haven't really gotten started, so I don't have any opinion on it yet, but Dr. Cope is actually the one who told me about it, and it's supposed to be this just amazing product for budgeting. And I'm like, I could try that. I have a pretty good system myself, but like I'm always open to stuff like that to help me manage it better. So I was working on that, and then I put up a ton of pictures of my kids on the walls. And it was back in April or May when we took these pictures for my sister-in-law without Alex, for the first time. And they've just been sitting in a folder because I've been waiting for frames or waiting for canvas or for some kind of Mod Podge thing to hang them up. And I just kind of thought today, I was like, if I wait for frames and if I wait any longer, like they're going to be 2 years older and these are going to be outdated by the time I get them up. So I just freaking stuck them up on the wall with tape. And it's tacky, but at least they're up, and the kids know that I'm proud to hang them up. And as you can see, I'm at my front porch while the kids are all inside. But so I did that today, kind of a little project. And we've been writing thank you notes to like Erlene for letting us swim in her backyard, and thank you notes to my sister for taking India and Kenya boating. Another thank you note to some other friends, and to my mom and dad for helping me while I was at the ER, helping my kids at home anyway. So just kind of a busy day of busy work, but good things that I've been wanting to get done for a long time. It's Labor Day weekend. Luckily this year it doesn't fall on my birthday. I don't love, maybe I'll love it later, but I don't love when Labor Day lands on my birthday. My birthday is the 5th. And somebody else brought it to my attention. They're like, oh, it's Tuesday. I'm like, what's on Tuesday? Your birthday. Oh. So I have no plans for that other than probably buying myself a treat. That's about it. But so since it's Labor Day weekend and there's no school on Monday, Adana is going to Bear Lake tomorrow. And Zander made it to Illinois. So he is there doing his jumpstart training. It's really such a cool opportunity, and only like 20 athletes total from the nation get to go. And it's just this amazing experience where he's going to learn from the best. But did you guys' watches ever do that? It's obviously dirty, and I must have gotten wet or sweated or something today because that's gross. And yes, I've always worn my watches backwards like this. My kids are always like, why do you wear your watches like that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just always have. But so he's in Illinois. And then, so I will just have the other kids, and I'm stalling because it's just so uncomfortable. I think Ari, Treyu, and Kenya will go with Alex tomorrow for an overnighter, I believe. Sometimes I don't know who's going to go, but that's supposed to happen tomorrow. And so I will most likely just have me, India, and the littles. So maybe I'll get a babysitter and take India to a movie or something, because I never take these kids on single dates ever. how do you when you have 8 of them and no money? You know what I mean? So anyway, have you guys been seeing the unfortunate drama with the 8 passengers? It's just like so discouraging to read because they're friends. You know what I mean? And my heart goes out to families that are suffering because we were right there with them in a very, very different way, but suffering is suffering, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's been the day today. I'll show you the pictures on the wall. You guys can tell me if it looks tacky or not. And no plans for Labor Day. I was going to go to Splash Summit, which is like a water resort, but it's supposed to be like 55 degrees and cold. I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to work. What the heck am I going to do all day on Monday, you know? So I think tonight I'll go I have a gift card for Cafe Rio. I'll probably go get myself some Cafe Rio soup, start uploading. Remember, my mom has a channel. It is the Best of Bon Bon on YouTube and Instagram, and she's on TikTok, trying to grow those profiles and make money off of my mom and her amazing ideas and expertise with grandma crafts and grandchildren and all things Nana. And she's good at it. She's not good at the technical stuff, so I do that for her. But we're going to do some fun rebranding with the Mominators. And, I'm just trying to establish myself and keep the momentum going, even though sometimes I don't know where it's going or where the momentum is coming from other than pure grit. And I guess determination to do what I have to do for me and for my kids. Yeah. September is here. It's a great month. I'm going to be 42 years old, and I'm actually going to a women's female. It's kind of embarrassing to call it an alpha female because I don't consider myself an alpha female. I'm sure Alex does. But a female boot camp, and it's called Shield Maiden. And at this camp, it's physical, mental, all the things, and you really talk about how you want to improve your life relationally, financially, spiritually, and I can't remember the fourth one. Relationally, financially, spiritually, physically. I think physically is the other one. I think. Anyway, so that is going to be in Florida. How many of you are from Florida? In Destin, Florida, October 23rd through the 26th. So this is something I have been saving for and planning for, and it's me all by myself. So it's going to be a different experience. I don't have any girlfriends or any sisters that I'm going with. It's going to be kind of like my little healing trip. And maybe not even so much healing. Maybe it'll just be a trip for me to focus on me, because I need to do that. I need to set some goals and figure out what the heck I'm going to do since we're still in the middle of all of this mess. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to keep my head above water, you guys. I'm trying to be brave, trying to be courageous. I'm trying to be a good example for my kids, and I'm trying to be Christ-like, a good Christian, even though there are times I want to scream and times I want to do things that are not so Christian. So I'm working on all those things. Anyway, thank you for listening. It's been 9 minutes of this now, but I have filmed nothing. And I figure sometimes the one-on-one when I get to talk to you and you can just fold laundry or run on the treadmill, we can have little pep talks together and hoist each other up, buoy each other up, because I know there are so many of you who are struggling yourselves, and I don't consider myself a savior or like I even know what I'm talking about, or counselor or therapist by any means, but I just want you guys to know that if you're suffering, if you're having a tough time just with life in general, I am with you and I stand by you, and there is solidarity in numbers when it comes to women, you know. So I'm trying every day. I try to do my best and give it all I've got, cry in between, and then get back to work. So anyway, thank you again for listening. I love you all. Maybe I'll check back later tonight. Here's the starting of my little collage wall. Oh my gosh, it looks like the US, a map of the US. As you can see, no frames, but they're up. So we'll be adding to that. These need some pictures on the walls. And here they are. No frames, but at least they're up.